We can put the back seats down.
Caitlin Little and her family feel as if they are on an endless pilgrimage. We're putting an awful lot on this trip.
We are putting a lot on this trip.
But that's what happens when you're in a battle you have no option but to win.
I'm super excited, and I'm also scared because with that excitement can set you up for, a little bit too much.
But you can't constantly let yourself get your hopes up to have them dashed.
So how do you do that? How do you balance that you want to have positive energy, you want to hope, but you're scared of the heartbreak that you just finished trying to rebuild from? It's actually Caitlin that has taught our family, you make the best of whatever today has, and then you push for tomorrow.
Today has a trip to the Chicago area, where tomorrow, a doctor who wears "expect miracles" on his chest nearly promises just that.
I'm just going to say it. I think this one's going to start to lengthen your memory.
But we're looking at 3 stops on the journey. And if we accomplish number 1 and number 2, we're going to get even more confident about number 3. Number 3 is the cognitive. It's the memory. Okay. That's the end stage goal, obviously.
What Dr. Tony Ebel is doing that's different
Whoa, that's tight.
is a series of very slight adjustments.
All right, kid, we're going to adjust your ankle. You're going to feel a little release right here. So I'm going to pull you down, right there. Feel that? Ooh, look at that smile. There you go, bud. We're going to stick with that. Found your shoe.
He then does a scan to see exactly how well it worked and goes back and does it again the next day. After 2 weeks, they're seeing improvement.
The changes with her digestion, the changes of what she's sensing, the fact that her tension headache let loose for the first time in 3.5 years today, that has me extremely hopeful.
Because Caitlin loves to run.
All right, go ahead. No, you're good. Yeah, thank you.
Between her sessions with Dr. Ebel, she's working with a professional running coach to make her strides less concussive.
Here, if we drop that plumb line down, there's your body weight. So landing right underneath you. Wow. And look at this difference in space between your knees. So your foot's coming underneath you quicker. Mm-hmm.
It's all part of a plan of slow but complete adjustment.
It's not just neurological, it's not just muscular, it's not just structural, it's all of them. That really comes from that because the nervous system coordinates every single function.
But still,
I don't want to post this, but I am at my emotional breaking point.
There are pandemic-induced frustrations that they're running into in Illinois.
And Caitlin doesn't wear a mask. The last thing the child needs in a world when she doesn't know COVID exists is the stress of why is she wearing a mask. And all we have run into while we are here is judgment, ridicule, and hatred.
After 2 weeks of work in Illinois,
and then go just a little push right in here. Are you okay with that?
Dr. Ebel and his team have handed Caitlin off to a colleague near Raleigh who's continuing the daily adjustments and seeing even more progress.
C3 came more straight, while the ones below it also turned in line with it.
And right above it is like the brainstem. And when that gets happy, the rest of the neck's like, I can chill out now. Yeah, it's so cool.